In this video we are checking out the latest DJI FLY update for the Mini 5 Pro. Does this fix the recent issues we've seen on this drone or make it even worse? So DJI have just released a new FLY update for the Mini 5 Pro, and this is version 1.19.5 and it comes with firmware version 01.0.0.400. So when you turn your drone on, if you don't see this notification pop up, you want to click on Profile and then go to Settings, and then at the bottom of Settings where it says About, click on Check for Updates, and then you'll get an option on screen saying New Update Available. And this says fixes issues and optimizes overall app quality. And at this point, really, it's just like a guessing game about what this is. Nobody really knows what these updates bring unless it actually says as a firmware update, but even then, it's pretty much a guessing game. Now, you might have actually had some issues with your DJI FLY software when flying the Mini 5 Pro and you've reported that to DJI. So hopefully this update will fix those issues for you. But for everybody else, if your software has been working fine when flying your Mini 5 Pro recently, unless there's actually a new feature or a reason to update, I wouldn't say update instantly. And we'll get to that throughout this video. Now, the first thing I wanted to check was the DJI simulator. So you can get to this from the home screen to the top right hand corner, and this is really good. For those days where it might be raining outside or you want to get some extra practice on your drone, you can actually go and fly your Mini 5 Pro or the Mavic 4 or the Air 3S on a simulator. Now, I wanted to see, has this update brought any new maps? And unfortunately, no, it hasn't. So under the drone hanger, we still have the Mini 5 Pro, the Air 3S and the Mavic 4 Pro. Nothing has been added there. And also we've still got the same 3 maps. Now, a lot of this is going to come down to the RC2 controller. It doesn't have much in terms of storage, so we can't get a lot of maps included to download onto this controller. Whereas on the RC Pro 2, this has over a dozen different maps on this simulator. So it comes down to the storage there. But one thing that I would like to see is that under drone hanger, why can't we add like the Neo drone or the Avata drone? And then in this simulator, we can go and actually fly FPV as well, rather than just cinematic. I love flying FPV simulators on my laptop. I'm sure many of you do as well. But if we can fly a drone like the Avata in FPV on this simulator, that would be fantastic. Please DJI, make that happen. Now onto the drone itself, and the first thing I wanted to check was, has this now addressed the recent issues we've had in terms of any of these mini drones and flying them in the UK and the EU? You see, from January we saw this hidden update, especially in the UK, where we can no longer fly and change this up to 500 meters in height. It's actually locked in the software at 120 meters. And there was a lot of confusion about this because people were saying, well, just don't update your firmware, everything will be as it was before. And it was to do with the drone's geolocation, nothing to do with a firmware update. It all depends where you take your drone to. If you take this to the UK, it's going to be locked at 120 meters in the DJI software. Take this same drone to Florida the next day and it's back up to 500 meters. Nothing to do with that firmware update. But now we have a new DJI FLY update. So has this changed? Well, if we go into the settings here, we can see once the drone's in the air, it is still locked to 120 meters. Now there is a message underneath it here which says request higher limit. Now in the EU you used to be able to scan this barcode and then it would declassify your drone, enabling you to go over that limit. But as you can see, we're still getting that same message from DJI, basically saying it's no longer supported. So frustrating there, this new DJI FLY update doesn't do anything in terms of that. Nothing has changed in regards to being able to now declassify your drone by scanning that barcode. And it is frustrating because I know that limit is 120 meters, 400 feet, majority of countries all around the world, and we should all respect that, and we all do, well, majority of us anyway. But we can also fly legally in terms of in the mountains and landscapes going over 120 meters from the nearest point to the Earth's surface, or 120 meters above ground level. So we can still fly legally by going to these areas, but the DJI software is preventing that. So there are two completely conflicting things going on here. I really hope this gets addressed. And one extra thing, some people have said that they've been able to still have the option to go up to 500 meters because they've not connected to any Wi-Fi. But as you can see during this screen recording, once the drone's in the air, I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, I'm not connected to my personal hotspot, and that makes no difference. It is still locked. So for those people, I reckon you're like a minority and very lucky. And don't forget, if you do enjoy drone content, just hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. And I've got loads of content coming really soon. 2026 is going to be a great year for new technology, and especially if you're drone fans as well. So make sure you hit that so you don't miss out on future videos. Now onto the main screen. You might have missed this recently, but there's been some new shortcuts added where you can turn your sensors off and on without having to go directly into the settings. This is great at switching sensors from, say, bypass to off much faster. Great time saver there. And you can also click on the bottom left hand corner, swipe across, and this will bring up the Vision Assist menu, and then you can click on it again to bring it up full screen, and now you can look out of each one of these drone sensors. It is really handy, especially when flying through tight spaces. And now you can actually click on each one and it will lock that position if you press and hold, so you can see directly, say, that the front sensors, the down sensors, the rear sensors. It is great when flying in those situations. I also wanted to see if a couple of bugs have been fixed on this DJI FLY update, and unfortunately not. Now firstly, when in cruise control, you've got this activated. The icon overlaps the update home point icon. So you might be doing cruise control some distance away and you want to update your home points, but you can't do. To actually do this, you have to cancel cruise control and then click update home point. All that needs to happen is the cruise control message to be slightly lower down, and then we still have that option. You can go into the settings and do this, but it's a right faff, isn't it? But one of the features we have on the Mini 5 Pro is dynamic home point, and this is brilliant. It means it will constantly keep updating that home point to the controller's location. So if you're driving a car and the drone's tracking you, you might be cycling your bike, running, this is a fantastic feature. But unfortunately with this DJI FLY update, it seems quite problematic to even get it working. So you can see on the screen here, when I first click on dynamic home point, I get this error message on the screen. So I think, right, okay, fine, I'll connect to my phone's hotspot. So that took quite a few attempts just to connect to my phone's hotspot. Now this could just be my RC2, so do let me know in the comments down below, but this controller seems, from this update, like a Nokia from 20 odd years ago. It's so sluggish when typing things or going through some of the menus. Now I do get into a habit of going into my settings and deleting the cache really regularly as well. So I don't know if this is a new thing or not. I'm going to give it that. It could just be me, but do let me know in the comments down below if this has happened to you as well. So after clicking on the dynamic home point several times, it still wouldn't work. It would only work when I would move my drone to a different location 5 minutes later, and then the dynamic home point would work. So I'm hoping this is like an isolated incident with me and it's not now a fresh new problem with dynamic home points, because this is an awesome feature that I use on this drone all the time. And if this is an issue, and a few other of you have noticed it as well, this again definitely needs addressing. Now normal return to home works absolutely fine. It just seems to be the dynamic home points where these issues are arising. And I wanted to test another key feature that I use a lot, which is spotlight mode. So I'm just going to drag a box around this building and I'm going to do a really simple orbit. We've also been joined by some sheep for this shot as well, but as you can see, that's working great. And don't forget, on the Mini 5 Pro you can actually click on the 2x button, and when it's actually doing this shot, say in spotlight mode or just normal recording, it will do a nice smooth zoom in for you as well. But that's working great both in horizontal and vertical modes. Now if you do update this, go into your settings and just make sure everything is selected as it should be. So if you go into safety, you want to check your sensors are still selected to bypass, I would say 90% of the time. If you find through tight spaces, you might be going under things where you don't want the sensors to actually mess up with the orientation of the drone, then turn your sensors off. But majority of the time when flying normally, keep these selected. Now in regards to return to home, I have this selected to optimal. Preset is where it just goes up to a preset height, comes back and then lands. I always used to suggest this, but now it's got that good. The optimal on here just works flawlessly. And if you go to the very bottom of safety, have this selected to return to home in advanced safety settings. Then just have a quick look through the control, make sure you've got all your button customizations, your camera settings, do you use normal, D-Log M, turn your grid lines back on. Just go and have a look at this and make sure everything's selected before you've got the drone in the air, so then you're not wasting precious battery time when the drone is flying. But I have gone through all of the settings in here and there doesn't seem to be anything added whatsoever that's different. So I'm not going to waste a lot of your time going through all of these settings. But don't forget, I do have my own drone cheat sheets which go through all these settings in great detail. I've got these in digital format where they get emailed to you instantly, but I've also got them in physical book format. So available for the DJI Air 3S, the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 5 Pro. And these go through all the different settings that you need to change. You can keep this with you in your drone bag all the time. Everything is super high quality. fail safes on here, ND filter guides, expo and gain settings, all the settings that I use on my drones, they're all in these books. So you can get any of these on my website in physical or digital. And I've also got my own cinematic drone moves book. So this can get shipped to you as well and go through 25 of the top drone moves that you can do on here. And just for this weekend, if you enter RC2 at checkout as the discount code, you're going to get 10% off anything on my website, dmpovisuals.com. So regards to this update, version 1.19.5, I would say unless you've been having issues with your DJI software when flying the Mini 5 Pro, at the moment there really is no point to updating. It doesn't seem to bring anything new. Now there is a chance that I will have missed something, so if you have updated to this and you've spotted something else, do let me know in the comments down below. I read all the comments. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, do me a favour, hit this like button, subscribe, because as I said before, so many videos coming really soon. And if you want to watch another video, I'll put a couple up here. See you in the next one.